Now you've got two SIM cards draining power massively, and you've got an SD card slowing your phone down. All because you want to have both your SIM cards on the phone and the SD card at the same time. It becomes an issue, a serious issue. Hello, my name is Jeffrey and welcome to another episode. So in today's video, I want to talk about like hybrid SIM slots. Yes, hybrid SIM slots. Now, I really don't know. I think people in the West, Western countries, United States, Canada, the UK, Spain, France, Germany, are used to phones that have like a single SIM, like one SIM card or one eSIM. I think that's basically how it's done over there. But those of us in Africa here, parts of Southeast Asia, are used to phones with two SIM cards or two SIM slots or two SIM ports, depending on the term that you prefer to use, right? So that's mostly what I've been used to. So the year is 2019 now, and I am buying the Redmi Note 7, right? And I really didn't check that part of the spec sheet. I was so enamored with the SoC and the camera that I forgot to check that part. Imagine my surprise on like getting in the SIM card tray ejector, popping it in, and out comes the SIM card tray, and I'm only seeing two slots. One of them was obviously for a SIM card. The other one could be used for either a SIM card or an SD card. So the choice was mine to make. Should I go with an extra SIM card with my original SIM card, because I actually had two SIM cards at that point, or should I dump one of my SIM cards and then go with an SD card? And it was like the winning question of who wants to be a millionaire. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And at that point in time, I actually found it to be like a huge inconvenience, because I wanted both SIMs on the same phone at the same time, but I also wanted my SD card, because I think then I had the 32 gigabyte SD card, and I wanted all of them to be on the phone, but it was not possible. Now, as much as I found it an inconvenience, 3 years later, here I am to advocate for hybrid SIM slots or hybrid SIM trays. Yes, I know some people must be wondering, like, dude, what's in your head right now? But no, really, seriously. Now, let's talk about like smartphone resources. Like, let's talk about smartphone resources. Now, if you have two SIM cards on the phone, it means that you have like two modems on the phone, right? Or one modem with two. Depending on the hardware, what's it called now? How the hardware is designed to work, right? But basically, two SIM cards are going to be pulling double the power of one. Now, with SIM cards, you could have a SIM card with an internet service provider that has a cell tower very close or very nearby, so you don't have to like spend your phone doesn't have to spend as much power or as much battery trying to connect with that one. But what about the second SIM card? What if the service provider for the second SIM card isn't nearby? So you have one SIM card drawing resources or battery, constantly searching for signal, even though one of them is working fine. In some cases, the two SIM cards you have, their service providers may not have cell towers nearby, and then you see these two SIM cards are massively draining battery, and the phone is getting, as soon as you turn on the data, your phone starts to heat up very quickly. This could be an issue, because then for battery, that's probably, if you were only using one SIM card, for battery that's supposed to last you give you at least 8 hours of screen on time, you start getting 6 hours or 5 hours of screen on time, especially when you are in a semi-remote area, and then like both of your SIM cards are screaming out for network. They need network, and your operating system is funneling more battery to your network radios to search for more signal. That could be a problem. Now, on top of this issue, you now have a SIM card. Now, it's actually something I'm working on right now. If you're on my Telegram or my Facebook or my Reddit or Quora, we're talking about smartphone memory now. So I probably won't want to get into that. But basically speaking, SD cards have what are called read and write speeds, right? So your operating system or your CPU needs to read data on your on your SD card. Sometimes it need to read data on your SD card sometimes, and then we also need to write data to your SD card as well. Now, one thing you should note is that SD cards have classes. You've got class 3, class 4, class 5, all the way up to class 10. Now, class 10 SD cards are the fastest, Anything below a class 3 is going to be slower than your phone. Now, if you have an SD card that is slower than your CPUs or your operating system can run, it is going to slow your phone down. Now, which means that things will take longer to do. And when stuff take longer to do, it's going to consume system resources like RAM space, your operating system space, and of course battery. Now you've got two SIM cards draining power massively, and you've got an SD card slowing your phone down. All because you want to have both your SIM cards on the phone and the SD card at the same time. It becomes an issue, a serious issue. This is why I'm starting to believe right now that SD card. I mean, if you've got two SIM cards where both network providers have like cell towers literally next door, that may not be as much of an issue. If you have a class 10 SD card, like very, very expensive premium SD card, it may not also be an issue. But not everybody has two cell providers next door. Let's be honest here, and not everybody can afford class 10 SD cards. So I've seen people complain so much about, oh, my phone is so slow, I hate Android. No, there was one time I take out your memory card. It was just a hunch. I said, take out your memory card, take out your SD card, and the person was like, my phone is not slow anymore. And I'm like, yes, the SD card is slowing the phone down. Seriously. So have you ever wondered why iPhones do not have SD card slots, and why many iPhones only have a slot for a single card, a single SIM card? Or why many flagship phones refuse to put in SD cards? There you get the answer, right? That's where the answer is. So hybrid slots, it's for me probably is the best option. So you at this point now, you've got to choose the lesser of two evils for you. Do you want to put in a card that could potentially slow your phone down? At least if you put in a card that potentially slows your phone down, there won't be the risk of the extra battery drain. Or you forgo the card that slows your phone down, and then all the phone would have to deal with is the power drain from having two SIM cards. But it depends. It depends on now. It will then depend on. I like it when like smartphone companies like put the choices in the hands of the user, the consumer. Like, you know what, it's all up to you now, whichever one you choose to go with. And that's that. I personally, for me, I think hybrid SIM slots probably the way to go. Probably the way to go. That would be it for this video. I hope it's food for thought, something for you to think about. My name is Jeffrey. Please do well to like and subscribe, and I will see you as always in the next one. Bye bye.